In a small mountain village, there was an ancient legend that was told. According to the legend, deep in the forests near the village, a massive treasure had been buried by a pirate centuries ago. However, no one had ever reached the treasure, for it was guarded by the spirits of the dead. One day, a young archaeologist named Elif heard about this legend, and her curiosity was piqued. The villagers encouraged Elif to investigate the legend. Driven by the desire to find the treasure, Elif set out into the forest with only a plan for escape and a series of old maps. As she ventured deeper into the forest, the air grew colder, and the sky became covered with gray clouds. Elif felt with every step that the village was receding and she was alone. She studied the maps and tried to follow the old markers to find her way. However, the forest began to take on a disorienting, unfamiliar quality. The shadows of the trees grew longer, and the sound of the wind grew more eerie. One day, Elif stumbled upon the ruins of an ancient stone structure. This structure was exactly where the maps indicated. Elif examined the ruins and soon discovered a hidden trapdoor among the stones. The trapdoor was heavy, but Elif managed to open it with her strength. Below was a staircase covered in dirt. Taking a deep breath, she descended. The stairs were narrow and winding. Elif descended for what felt like an eternity until she reached a cavern. The cavern was filled with old gold coins, jewels, and valuable items. But Elif's eyes were drawn to an old chest in the corner. The chest was covered with a purple cloth and bore strange symbols. When Elif lifted the cloth, she found that the chest was filled with a pile of old skeletons. But for a moment, her eyes caught sight of an item among the skeletons. A key. She picked up the key and examined it carefully. It had a name engraved on it. Artemis. Elif thought that this key might unlock the secrets protecting the treasure, and she immediately began searching for a keyhole. In the depths of the cavern, she found a lock that the key seemed to fit. She carefully inserted the key into the lock and turned it. When the lock clicked open, the walls of the cavern trembled slightly, and a large lid opened. As the lid lifted, a cold wind blew against Elif's face. A strange light emanated from within. Elif mustered her courage and entered. In the darkness, she saw an area filled with spirits whose eyes glowed ominously, not angrily but with a chilling presence. The spirits seemed to have been waiting for centuries to guard the treasure. As Elif moved among the spirits, she suddenly heard a scream, realizing she had disturbed them. The spirits' anger surrounded Elif. The dream of taking the treasure and returning to the village quickly turned into terror. Elif tried to calm the spirits, but they became even more ferocious. In fear, she attempted to escape the cavern, but the escape route suddenly closed. Elif never returned to the village, and her name became a part of the village legends as a cautionary tale about the path to the treasure. Over time, those who sought the treasure deep in the forest were drawn to that dark cavern. And Elif's name continued to be told as the end of the path to the treasure.